Hello, the Brew Crew and other Football Manager fantas, and welcome to Football Manager 2018. And as I said, I had the straw ball. I don't know if it was. I believe it was a straw ball, but well. And the winning choice there was Bologna, and as you probably have seen, most of the choices there was not the biggest club. I just wanted to do something that no one has done. I probably did one mistake by starting this off. Let's just show my manager there. Yeah, there is my manager. I did not find any here because I don't have that much here, so I thought that was it. Maybe doesn't look too much like me, but oh well. And yeah, I decided to take the best or the perfect what's called managing license, but I decided to just be honest with my past experience. So they are not that great, so that's why some of the stats here are pretty poor. But I thought, why not? We are going to still I just wanted to give it a realistic look and such, and also I wanted to this will a little bit be like a test save or whatever, just to see how Football Manager works and such. And I called it walkthrough because a little bit like a walkthrough or whatever. Newer people and also older Football Manager fantas to get sort of a grip on how it works and such. Football Manager, and maybe teach out some stuff. Or I mean I'm not a super good tactic or anything, but would be interesting and see how the game will work. Okay, here we are back. Sorry about that pause there, but yeah, well, so I just wanted to see, and I thought Bologna, it's definitely interesting club here. Definitely not the oldest club, but I feel like they have unused potential, whatever. And they have sort of a big piazza, is it called in Italy? And I feel like there is much potential that is not, that they haven't shown. And they still are like a middle team, as you can see. It was not far enough since they got up to. I'm not downloaded the face packs and such, but as you can see, they have a pretty big arena. I like the arena as well, and yeah, there are many stuff that's pretty interesting with Bologna, and especially also being one of the oldest, or they have one of the oldest university in the world. Like I believe it's from 11th century or 5th. So that's going to be really interesting. But I feel like, yes, we might check here. This will probably just be an introduction and getting to know the players and such. We are not the richest clubs. Oh, you can't see turn over there. It's just financial situation. But as you've seen, they are still like a really big club. If you big, I don't know, but Sassuolo, wow, I did not know that they were so had so much money. But well, as you can see, a little bit like I feel like they have so much potential and they don't get it through. So I will see. It will be interesting. I like Italian football. I don't know super much about Bologna, just that they play at what is it called now, dall'ara, which is I believe it was a former what's called a former chairman that made them. He might even have been a former player as well. They have had some players here we know of. Baggio, for example, Kenneth Anderson, Giuseppe Signore. Marco Di Vaggio is a great legend as well. History, and I will see if I will do many more seasons or how it will turn out. We will just see and try to explore the game together here, around both new and old, and see such. And I thought, yeah, I don't want it to take I don't want it to take a really top team, because then it would be like really pressure. Also, I don't want to take a real low team, because I wanted to still have fun and know some of the players and use some of the unused players and such, or players that I haven't used it. And they have a really interesting squad as well, as you will see soon. And as you can see, their reputation is not that bad either, 3.5 star. I will try to keep this short, by the way. They have won a Serie A, and I know it's been different between seasons and seasons, but they have actually won Serie A, or the Scudetto, 7 times. They've won the Cup 2 times, and then they won, I believe this is the Intertoto Cup, but here it says something else. So yeah, but I don't know when they... I was going to see when they were like top 5 recently, but I believe they have been as high as 7. It will still be challenged, but I feel like they are still a good team enough to not get relegated. I feel like they have good players enough. As you can see, we were 14th. And some of the players, or some of the teams that is in this season of Serie A is not the greatest. Okay, it was in the 70s recently when they got 5th there. Then they have been at 7 as highest. They have a Spal as a affiliated club. That's really interesting. Might try to sign or loan out some players there and development. That looks pretty nice, because it's really interesting how we can develop them and such. But let's just introduce ourselves and start off our adventure. Probably show as well how I usually do when I start with teams. So attend meeting with the chairman here, Jo Saputo. He's Italian Canadian. That is, it's pretty interesting and pretty high influential in the club and such. I know a little bit about Italian football and so I'm very interesting. Yes, let's have a press conference. Thank you for the introduction. Open for Luca Gotti. Ask you some questions. Policy. Yeah, evaluate the squad. I know some of the players. And some of the players are actually... Yeah, why not? I don't really know. Do you want to use the same trigger? Yes, it would be ideal. Assist me with press conference. I'm not that interested in those, because even if they might have... made them better in this game, I feel like it's still probably the same old question and such. And here we have an interesting thing. I might actually, which I'm thinking of, which is going to be interesting, since my manager is not that great, so I'm going to actually do Let Be Gone. He is the director of football here, and he's actually been a little bit criticized for not doing the best, so have them much in real life. And I like to make this a little bit realistic. Team talk, I should do tactical briefings, I should do... This is actually a good idea if you should start the same, just to say. But basically most Football Manager content creator or Football Manager player just let it be. Probably because they're English, and mostly the manager does all the signing and such as well. But oh well, I might check this a little bit later. Successful store, and as you can see, they have pretty decent facilities here. Not superb, but pretty decent still. And Florentina is the big club. Or I believe Cesena as well is another. If we check at Gutis, which this would probably be the first thing I would do. Or I would probably first check at the players, but see what we are lacking of. Leadership. I think I can sort of agree with that, because I'm pretty sure, now I've not looked too much on them, but I'm pretty sure that they don't have that many experienced players. All depth, all midfield, and unfortunately we do not have that much money, so we might need, it's 3.5. I feel like you could probably find some cheap players and such. Aggressive and coach and staffing. Oh, there was Mirante. Is one of our best players. Some youth prospects, they say as well. This is a little bit confusing. They say overall depth is good, and then they say that our bad thing is that we don't have defensive depth, midfield depth, or attacking depth. This is sometimes very confusing in Football Manager, so sometimes you really have to check for yourself, and sometimes the scouts or the assistant manager, I just suggest you to check at the players yourself and at their stats and what they prefer. And this is probably just because I set up that I would like to play or this is my favorite tactics. If we're checking, and it looks pretty decent, but we don't have that many really superstars. We have good players all around, not really any weaknesses, I would say, because the second choice on most position have a free. I don't know if we change tactic. Let's change it to 4-4-2 or this that I usually play. And it also looks fairly decent, so overall we're not too bad. Let's go further on here. I might also check the dynamics later. We will check who is our greatest star player. Is Taider? He's played in Inter. Yeah. But yeah, pretty all around, they're pretty decent. Nothing really stands out. So I might actually check how much, but he might be one of the more experienced. I guess we will check in dynamics as well if he is an important player and such. Massina we have as well here. He's a really 23 years old, almost on player. He's probably, let's see here, is he? He is not. It's a little bit sad. Oh well. Franco Di Francesco. I believe he is the son of Di Francesco in that plays now, or is manager over Roma. Offensive midfielder, really like him so far. I believe he's 2-footed. This one, no? Yeah, he's 2-footed, so that's pretty nice as well. He's really he did not even cost that much for Bologna to sign, but I feel like he's a perfect little player. He's 24 years old. Okay, he might not get super much better, but as you can see, he still has one cap there. I don't know if I should go through everyone. Desiree is pretty decent. I would not mind selling him though. Okay, he has experience, but I feel like he still doesn't have the leadership I would like for this a little bit older players. Paulie, he's okay. He's nothing outstanding. As you can see, there are really not super many super impressive players or whatever. Forfana, yeah, we might need a better goalkeeper. Da Costa is in. No, I thought it was another player, but oh well. He's interesting, but it's not that good. We are definitely going to play 4 at the back. If I see here, if we want to play with wing, it's not really preferred because we have one left winger really. The Francesco can play on both sides though, but I'm not sure. So we will definitely check here. I'm not sure with oh wow, his stats was still pretty good. I feel like he's a little bit outdated or whatever. He doesn't either have that much leadership. If it costs too much, we might actually sell him. Okay, yeah, he is one of the highest wages. So I might look there at Destros. I mean, yes, he's not bad, or he scored 11 goals, but still having a player that costs this much and still... Yeah, we might need to strengthen the strikers here, to be fair. Yeah, Palacio and Destro are good, but I feel the defensively and midfield are pretty nice. And we actually have two, I don't know if no, I haven't showed you that. Helander, he's a Swede, and then we have as well Emil Kraft. Both of these are a little bit, they are not first choice in the Swedish national team, but they are here as well. We had a pretty much good amount of yeah, a pretty well spread age here. I might still keep him the captain because I feel like he is pretty decent still. I might though do some changes. We will see. And as you can see, some players here. Kristig, I believe he was a very talented player for some years ago in Football Match. It's a little bit declined, a little bit like Paulie, but it's still a decent. We will see. But some of the players, we don't know. They might not be that much developed measures in. I just will go on dynamics here lastly, or probably introduce myself as well. Can I do that? No? How do I introduce myself to the team? It seems strange. The hierarchies. Okay, who is good with who? So I will probably not sell Mirante. And as you can see here, it says core as well, so this might... No one likes Palacio, no wonder. Highly influential, but still that doesn't have any favorite. And Torres not either. Interesting, for sure. I will definitely, which I probably would not have done before, but sometimes it still happened, but I will definitely take this in fact when I sell and sign players. As you can see, some players just are all alone or whatever. So that's going to be interesting. We have 3 influential players. So yeah, I guess we will see how many transfers such I will do. Oh, here we can see social groups as well. So this is the others. I guess this is the players that just signed. This is actually nice to see. I don't know. Oh, this is team leaders and this is influential player. A good thing to see here is already, which might be a really good thing by deciding to start with Bologna. It seems like they have a really good teamwork already, because they have just in the core social group they have here almost, I don't know how many this is, but I don't feel like counting, but it's probably like 18 players. And then we have these two. I don't know why these two, just that all these other players are just signed. Yeah, it seems like that. So, but that's interesting. I've seen many times that it's more been split. I really like how this looks. I guess I will see. And can I introduce myself to the team? I thought I could do that. Well, I guess we will go with that. Can I? I thought I would be introduced to the team. No. Okay, I guess I go here. Just. I would like to introduce myself. Many may not have heard me. Some person want to. You're welcome. What you do here is that counts. So nobody. Thank you. Very nice. Think mid-table. We'd like to have the same ambition. Okay, that's very nice. So probably when we will be back, it was still very long, but well, I don't know. It's so much new stuff as well on this game. So we'll probably play both the Italian Cup, their third qualifying round, and this it's first matches is not that great. It might really struggle because we meet Inter, Roma, and Fiorentina, but it will be really exciting, and I'm really looking forward to this. So yeah, hope you will enjoy this, and we will explore Football Manager 2018 together. So thank you all for watching. Have a good tea and a good coffee day.